Hi, I'm Joseph Dallago. I'm a co-founder and CEO of Rain. We're a local cryptocurrency brokerage based here in the Middle East. We went full-time in the space in 2016. We started to fully immerse ourselves in the space. We looked all around the world for a great opportunity, and we ended up making inroads to the Central Bank of Bahrain in early 2017. So by and large, what customers care most about in this industry is the security of their funds. Rain is first and foremost a security company, and then we offer a lot of other crypto services on top of that. Another thing that customers really care about is being simple and easy to use. Making a really simple product is incredibly difficult. We've invested a lot of time and energy into our design system, into the way we build products. We worked with one of the best design agencies in the world. So being able to fund your account as a customer is making sure that the funding process is really easy and fast. Being able to send to Rain from any bank in the UAE or Bahrain, and then having that deposit credited within at most hours, if not minutes. It's the difference between being able to react quickly to the market movements or losing an opportunity entirely. It's our security posture. We spend a lot of our time thinking through the right wallet architecture and the distribution between cold storage and hot storage. We are very simple and easy to use. I hear that all the time from customers that we're the simplest to use in the industry. We really try to make this technology easy for anyone. I think that's what really sets us apart at Rain and why we're a very unique company in the space. I'm a very reluctant financial person. I never would have expected spending my career, in the finance space. I was always a technologist, though. I was always interested in new technologies, in software especially. I'm a software engineer by trade. I came to the industry for the technology, but I stayed in the industry for the monetary policy. So that's what has continued to make me excited every day, to wake up working in this industry. And I think that we're at a very interesting point in the journey now, because we've been tested time and time again across multiple different cycles, boom and bust cycles in the industry. And this cycle is feeling notably different. The size of players that are showing up these days is just notably different than ever before. You have Goldman Sachs and JP Morgan taking an interest in the space. You also have nation states now talking about holding strategic Bitcoin reserves. The level of maturity is just in a completely different category at this point in the industry's history. So I'm really excited about the future. I think that we've been tested. The industry grew stronger, through these last 2 to 3 years. I think we'll be able to build more resilient systems. And since we're making programmable money, we should be able to treat financial crises in the future like bugs in the software, that we can develop good solutions for, where there's a much less likely chance of them coming about in the future. BitGo has been our custody provider since the inception of the company. Their security and resiliency of the system is unmatched. And I think that their product suite has over the years grown to fulfill really all of an exchange's needs in the space. They've been able to leverage that knowledge to create a really convenient and flexible API around these various protocols. As part of our business, we leverage a lot of other liquidity partners. With the Go network, we don't have to jeopardize the security of our funds and being able to quickly transact with other parties. We can keep it in a kind of an escrow state and then quickly settle when we need to. I'm really also excited about BitGo's new retail product because now for the first time, individuals or families can manage the security of their funds in the same way that we do at Rain. Every cycle has completely blown away my expectations. When we exceeded $20,000 for the first time, I thought we might get to $30,000, $40,000, and then we would see it stabilize again. But we went all the way up to close to $70,000 in terms of the price of Bitcoin. So it completely blew away my expectations by 2 to 3x. We'll see that pattern again, and I think that's happened time and time again. No one expected to get to 20,000. No one expected Bitcoin to get to $1,000. As we get larger and larger players in, there's just so much more money that gets moved into this new financial system we're building. And that's really how I see it at the end of the day, is that we have a traditional financial system, and then we have the financial system of cryptocurrency. Now, the counterpoint of that is you have to kind of keep a cool head amidst all of that. So as the price of Bitcoin blows away your expectations, keep a cool head, don't lean into it too much, understand that there's likely a large contraction, and I hope a smaller one, every cycle. I do hope that the volatility gets tempered down, but we've just seen the ability for it to consolidate a good deal after the cycle is over. I think RAN is an incredibly special and unique company in the world. I think that we have a really interesting story. We tend to be the first company to achieve a license in various jurisdictions. We're very good at working with regulators over a long period of time to educate the community about this new technology that we're experts in. Secondly, we are very focused on security, and we put a lot of thought into our security architecture and the security of your funds. We believe that it's our biggest responsibility as a company. I think people really know us for our simple user interfaces and user experience. When you spend enough time with these products, then you might not even notice, but the simplicity is incredibly hard to achieve. To stress all the subtle little details, to sand away all the little rough edges, and make sure that these interfaces work perfectly all the time is actually very hard to achieve. So we spend a lot of time perfecting our user interfaces and our user experience. So we're known for that. The last thing I want to mention is our banking rails. What makes us unique is first and foremost, we build things to last. We have a very long-term approach to this industry. We want to be a financial institution that spans decades, and we really always go through the right channels. We set things up the right way, and we set things up to last. One thing everyone should be really excited about is the introduction of the third generation of our products. So we have designed and developed everything from the ground up to be more performant, more secure, more resilient, and even easier to use. So I could not be more excited about this launch. So look out for that in Q1 of 2025. And none of this would have been possible, of course, without the foundation that BitGo provides.